Good morning. It's a little chilly out this morning. I don't even know that I'll cut any beans today. I've got another 120 acre farm that 3/4 of it would probably go. There's still a little bit on the green side, and the side across the interstate is quite a bit later of a maturity of bean, and they've all got fungicide on them as well. They should be really, really good soybeans, but I don't know how dry they're going to be, so I'm going to give them another day. But in the meantime, I am going to go ahead and get the combine ready and then go help a buddy out today as well. And it's getting dirty. We'll flip our batteries on. She should be ready to roll. Gonna need some fuel. It's down to a 1/4 tank already. It drank some fuel cutting that 120 acres. Screaming this morning. We don't need an air conditioner. Let everything warm up here and we'll back her out. Okay, so I reset that before I cut that field. We burned 120 gallons of fuel on 120 acres. So I'm using about a gallon an acre, which really is not near as much as I thought this combine was gonna burn. Listen to her burn. Open sesame. Well, that was easy. Now I see why all these guys do that. It's just as easy as snapping your fingers. So she's a mess this morning. Got a lot of bean dust stacked up on it, but we'll get her blown off, oiled and greased, and ready to roll. Kind of ready to get in corn. It's a lot less messy. Okay, so she has been blown and lubed up this morning. I'll throw the air filter back in. Got it blown out. It's ready for the field. Okay, changed plans today. Buddy called, he said his beans are still 16%. So they're too wet to cut. So I'm not gonna go help him today. I do have the combine ready. I had a little pinhole leak in one of the hydraulic hoses on the bean head. I got to looking at it and all three of the hoses were kind of cracked and dry rotted and old looking. They're only about 2 foot long, so I'm just gonna have all three of them made new because I'd rather just be confident that they're gonna last all season and not have to worry about it than blow one a day for 3 days and be down 3 days. And I just don't want to do that. So we're gonna go get those made, and I'm gonna test some corn. I don't know why my OnStar's playing, but I'm gonna test some corn. If it's 18 or lower, we'll go shell some corn today because I don't think I've got any beans that are ready. Well, the stalks are a little bit green out here, but the ears are definitely a heck of a lot drier than the last time I was out here, but it was also 2 weeks ago. So shell a little bit off here, grabbed a couple random ears, and we're gonna see what it tests. And usually at about 2% after you combine it. So the corn's still got a little while. I was really hoping it would be under 20, but probably by the end of the week, early next week, we'll be able to shell some. These beans are just like the corn. It's close but not quite. I don't know. These definitely won't go today. Be surprised if they go by the end of the week. It's not every day you see a jet flying that low right here. We've got an airport, but it's very seldom that we actually get a jet in it. These beans here look a lot drier. Then you get out there and they're still holding some green, so I think I'm gonna give these a few days as well. I was kind of hoping to get up here and cut these today, but I don't think that's a very good idea. Definitely started shelling some corn around here. There's several guys running, but I've heard people running anywhere from 18 on sand ground down to, or up to 28%. So that looks mighty green there yet. I think most of this stuff out here was shelled about 24 to 26%. So it was plenty wet, but they run enough acres that they like to start a little earlier, I guess. So I don't have that problem yet, which is good because it saves me money on drying it, I guess. Had to stop and get a burger and fries. Don't have anything that's ready to cut. We're gonna go work on the Gleaner combine. So stopped in here and grabbed a bite to eat. Now we're gonna go work on the silver cedar. That's exactly what I need to haul grain. It's exactly what I need to haul grain. I could probably get a lot more bushels on that than I could a semi. And not only that, but I'd never get it stuck like I get the semi stuck all the time. But it's dry as a bone right now, and we don't have any rain in the forecast for 2 weeks, so I don't think getting things stuck is going to be an issue this fall. Now, I apologize to you guys that detail your vehicles all the time, because you'll learn pretty quick that my truck doesn't stay very clean. Got my checkbook, tools, invoices from writing checks, more tools, just a lot of crap in this truck all the time, but I buy my trucks to use them, not to look pretty. I buy them for what they're intended for. Kind of like this Gleaner combine, which I didn't buy because it's not mine, but it's still a pretty cool combine. Jordan, yeah, you're on YouTube. He's on YouTube. He's made his debut. Yeah, he's dancing. He's so excited. Look at him go. All right, so the adjustments have been made on the slip clutch and feeder house chain, so it should feed better. These beans are kind of biting hard, so we're gonna give her a go. Oh yeah, hadn't plugged up yet, so that's a plus. What do the beans look like? Oh, those look beautiful. I'd say we just send her today because I'm bored and don't have any beans to cut of my own, so I may as well hang around here and cut some beans, right? I want to be in the field, whether it's my field or his field. It's the season. Purring like a kitten, cutting them, feeding them. Clean sample. I'd say we send her. Plenty of acres out here to get done. I've been standing on the ladder as rock picker duty. I already found one. This is a Gleaner R62, 25-foot head on it. These beans are pretty dang good beans. It's a pretty cool combine, honestly. It's really unconventional, but a lot different than anything I've ever been around. This is a completely different rotor and separating system, but pretty cool combine. The real question is, how many guys does it take to run a combine? Apparently 1, 2, 3. What are they testing? gonna jump in the cart. We'll get some combine time. So you guys are getting to see some equipment other than my own. So hopefully it doesn't get too boring. Get to see some other stuff running here. Those look plenty dry. Plenty dry. You look out in the field and there's definitely still some green out there, but that's just what fungicide does to beans. Pretty dang good beans. Progress dumping on the go. There's a few beans in here adding to the collection, but they're pretty dang clean beans. I'll give them that. And I call it a silver cedar, but it's actually it's cleaning the fields pretty good. There's not hardly any on the ground whatsoever. It's doing a really good job, so I'll give credit where credit's due. It is a pretty good combine. Now, I ran that combine quite a bit last year. Well, not quite a bit, but I ran that combine some last year in corn. That thing will flat out eat corn. Sounds pretty cool too. You guys are just getting all kinds of third-person views today, along with shaky, crappy GoPro footage because it's not a GoPro, it's me holding my iPhone. At least you get my crappy commentary on the way. You don't get that from a GoPro, do you? It's kind of an experience to ride back here. Used to just sitting in cabs all the time. It's kind of fun to ride somewhere else. Sitting here in like a farmer's sandbox, if you want to call it that. Playing in the beans. Pretty dry, pretty clean. Following the combine around the field. I don't know, that was a lot of turkeys. 9 or 10? That last one was a decent tom. So we're cutting beans right next to a coal mine right now. And the ground just shook a bunch with a loud boom. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's a big black cloud over there. That big black cloud is from them blowing up dynamite right now to get coal out of the ground. You can see it right there. But when they blow that dynamite up, it shakes the ground clear over here. That's about 2 miles away. Dumping. Well, it looks like my ride's here. She said it was getting too late for me to ride in the tractor and ride in the combine. She's picking me up to go eat dinner with my parents. And then I'm gonna bring the semi up here so they can load the semi. And then I'm gonna drive my pickup back so they can load the semi tonight. And I'm gonna take it for them first thing in the morning to the elevator. But my better half said that it's time to go eat, so I better listen to her. Just got done eating, fired up the semi, gonna let it air up, put this thing in the shed for the night, and then I'm gonna head over their way with the semi so they can get it filled up and I can take it first thing in the morning. It's a little bit tight around here with this semi. These driveways back when this farm was laid out was not meant for long trailers or big equipment or anything like that. Especially the grain bins over there, it gets really tight, but still make it work. Just a little more 2-point turns than driving into things straight. Run, deer, run. They're not smart enough to just run into the field. They just stand in the middle of the road. They're not the most intelligent. Just running down the road. See if we can't catch them here. Maybe we'll catch them. Yep, not smart enough to just jump. There they go. They got smart. Well, it looks like they've got everything really, really full, so hopefully they'll have enough to get me loaded and maybe take this thing home tonight. Filling. Next. See if he can line it up just right. First try. I think you got it. Maybe. He doesn't know if he's got it, but I think he's got it. That's beautiful! Oh, there he goes. There's beans rolling everywhere. Got a little bird's nest out of there. First load of the year through this charge. There we go. We've got beans. And more beans. More beans. That looks like a load to me. All right, he's dumping the combine. What's left in it? I'm gonna head home with a semi. Take it first thing in the morning to the elevator. Eastbound and down, or in this case westbound and down, allegedly. Alrighty, so we're gonna end this video like we've been ending pretty much every video, closing up the shop. First thing in the morning, should be able to take that semi, go get it unloaded. I'm hoping to cut some beans tomorrow of my own. I don't know if they'll go or not, but if not, I'm gonna get all that crap out of the way, pull the Magnum out of the corner, unhook the ripper off of it, put the disc on it, and I'm gonna go fill in some washout ditches on that 120 acres that I cut. Try and disc them shut. Ideally, I'd use a box blade or, you know, a drag or something. I don't like using a disc because it turns them into powder, but I would like to get those discs shut. And then I'm gonna put some grass seed and rye in that drill and try and get them drilled and get some kind of grass or vegetation, some kind of waterway established where hopefully those washout ditches are mitigated quite a bit. So that's the game plan tomorrow. Hopefully we'll cut beans, but like I said, if not, I'll go seed waterways. Probably get the backhoe up there some too. I don't know, but all in all, not too bad of a day. I mean, I've got everything ready to roll right now. I'm just kind of waiting on some dry corn or dry beans, whichever I get first. And like I said in the videos before, I knew I was going to cut that 120 acres and then probably be sitting for a little bit. So that's what's happened. But once things start getting ready, it's pretty much all going to come at once. It's going to be hammer time. So when things are ready, things are going to be ready. I'd just like to have everything ready to go, be rested up and prepared for that. So hopefully I didn't get too long-winded in this video. A lot of different equipment. Hopefully that keeps things interesting. It's not just stuff around here. It's another farm as well. I help him quite a bit. He helps me quite a bit. It's just a good little trade-off. He's young like me. He's starting out like me. So he and I both have several friends that help us and help him, and it just works out good. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, like, or don't. It's up to you. It's America. But till next time, thanks for watching.